Hey, it's White Boy Chris. If the Pat Downs ever made you laugh, then join our Patreon and support us. Get bonus content, a t-shirt, or an autographed copy of Rabbit, Miss Pat's autobiography. Visit MissPatComedy.com for the link to the Patreon, and while you're there, join our Facebook group.
Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down, and I'm here with Dion Curry and Chris Bangerline.
I love when she does her British accent.
And we're here talking about Chris Spanger had a surgery this week. He got his tubes tied. Chris.
Oh, God, I wish I could.
How does it feel with your booty hole sewed up? Where you going to shit out of
Which
now?
tubes did I get tied? My asshole? They tied my anus?
Yeah, because they said you were making a lot of white noise from the back.
I got to tell you, our 4-month-old farts like louder than me. It's unbelievable. She farted this morning and it was. And Reagan goes, "Could you please say excuse me?" I said, "That was the baby. That wasn't me."
God damn.
Oh, she farts like a man.
That baby need an animal.
Sorry, I did my Tucker laugh.
And with that said, stay tuned after the music, and we're going to tell you how Dion woke up next to a transy.
A what?
These get stupider every time, and none of them are ever.
I woke up to a what?
A transy.
No, a Trans Am.
You were fucking a transformer?
I was in the parking lot of Walmart.
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not your same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? And cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
We haven't.
you've been on fire.
We haven't seen you since the live show, so you've been everywhere doing all kinds of things since then.
I don't know about on fire now. I've been trying to stay busy.
Well, at least your clips have been on fire. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You have broken my algorithm in places that you normally aren't in.
I had 3 people send me the greeting line after the show where you thought the woman's name was. It was like Leland, and you were like
Lynette,
Lynette, and he said, "What, Lil what?
Lil
Nut?"
Lil Nut, yeah.
Tell me y'all didn't think that lady name was Lil Nut.
I totally heard Little Nut too. Yeah,
I did not hear Little Nut.
I was like, because she was like, that's my grandmama name. And I was like, who would name an old black woman Lil Nut? Black people, we do make up shit. So I was like, okay, Lil Nut. So I said, well, let me make sure I spell Lil Nut right. Because Lil Nut can be spelled with Little or Lil. So I just wanted to make sure I was right. So I said, well, spell it. Then she spelled Lynette. And I said, woman, I thought this was your stud name.
It was the funniest clip of yours that I'd ever seen until I saw you on a podcast like 4 days later asking a guy if he got molested because of his eyes. You were on some podcast. You were talking to this guy.
Mal.
Yeah, and you go, "Were you molested?" Just out of nowhere. And he goes, "Yeah, why?" She goes, "It's your eyes. I can just tell."
He blinking a lot. You need help?
It was the funniest clip I've ever seen.
The people in the comments is like, why is she making this so funny?
I just thought like literally nobody could go on another podcast and ask somebody they've been touched and make it that funny. It was so funny.
I mean, his eyes, he had trouble eyes. And when I sat down, I said, I said, he been through something. That's what I said to myself. And then I said to myself, I wonder, have he been molested? And I wondered, do he know that his eyes are calling for help? That's what I said.
The connection. Just.
And then you asked him if he sucked a dick.
Yeah, so you said, did you lay with him? Because he was like both.
I think it was like a threesome or some crazy story.
He said just the one time though.
And I didn't say what I wanted to say. I was like, damn, your booty was that bad?
Oh.
That's what I was maybe you should say that bad.
I love that that's where you drew the
Oh,
line.
that's hilarious.
Because I tell people all the time, I don't know what I'm going to say. I just say, it's like I'm just having a regular conversation. And we just started talking. And he told me, he said, this is the best therapy I ever had.
It was definitely raw.
I think I had a friend send me the little nut clip, and I told them, I was like, Pat has two speeds: quiet, not talking, kind of mumbling, looking at her phone, or that. Like that is, if you're hanging out with Pat behind the scenes, it's like there's only like an in between. Like there, like Lil Nut, are you molested in the eyes? Or
You might be right, Chris.
I'll tell you, those clips of your meet and greets are hilarious.
They're so funny.
You know, I just
one woman, shut up, let her cry.
Try to make it all about her.
You know, I don't know. I be saying that stuff. So I look back at him because Jazz was like the funniest shit. When I took that lady walk, I said, yeah, because you want a nigga know you can stand on your own. I don't know saying that to that lady.
Should I just pull that up and play that?
Yes, please.
All right.
I do not remember saying half of the shit I say to them people. Because it's just all in a spur of the moment. You know, you don't know what people going. I didn't know that they was going to come up crying to me. And her daughter was such a fucking hater. And, you know, she's trying to tell me how she went through breast cancer. Her brother got killed. Everybody died. And her daughter like, stop crying. I was like, shut up, you hating bitch.
Okay. So here we
You can cry. What's your name? Lil Nut.
Mm-hmm. I got my grandma here.
Oh, I thought that was your lesbian name.
No.
Because you know y'all be making up shit. Spell it.
Linttte. Oh, Lynette.
Nigga, I thought you said your name was Lil Nut. What? What's wrong with you?
You keep trying to be some stage street love kids and the murder of my brother.
Huh?
Watching your shows.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Come on, Mom. You can stop. She went through stage 3 lung cancer. And she had brother got killed. Yeah, you can cry.
She brought me through that.
Yes, I brought her through that. You're hating ass. Don't be fucking stopping my blessings. So how y'all managed to get together and both of y'all the same height? You got tired of bending over to pick them bitches up there. Yeah, okay. You gotta stop talking, nigga. We taking pictures.
No, she's not married. Thank you so much.
Get grandma one of them dildos you ain't using no more. Come on, mama. You gotta go to church tomorrow, don't you?
No, I'm afraid though.
I know that's right. It's cheaper. Come on.
Generations coming in here with
4 generations. Well, y'all look good.
I love it.
You throwing up games? I love you so much. Thank you.
I love you. Listen, my kids even watch you and they start cursing too.
Oh, shit. It's on your shirt with all them titties you got in there.
Pick one titty.
No, I ain't gonna pick no titties now. That ain't my cup of tea. You want you walk in the picture?
No.
You want me hold? You want to hold on to me and I move you walk? I got you. Yeah, when this nigga see that picture, you want him to know you can stand up.
Right.
I was gonna bring it to the show last year. I was banned from the casino though.
What you do at the casino?
Oh man, I left my son in the car. Tell him be nice to him.
You left the son in the car is crazy.
I can't get your dick sucked, sir. Come on.
We both fellas now.
You got shot in the arm? Who shot you?
They killed my husband, shot me too.
They killed your husband?
Yeah, he didn't got me pregnant, they gonna die. Leave me with that badass baby.
What were they doing to get killed?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
I wanted that drug money.
You wanted the drug money on him? Did you take the money out of his pocket?
People just tell you. They just
said, no, they stole it.
It's literally that is so exactly what it's like to go through your meet and greet line at every show. It's just so funny.
You know, it wasn't something we just decided, me, Jazz, and Fifth got together, and mostly them two, and say we need to do something different. And so Fifth had recorded so many of my just taking pictures at my meet and greet. And one day he was like, "Let me mic you up." And so I said, "Okay." And I don't put on for the camera. That's just how I
That's
am.
how you are, yeah.
We started dropping them bitches, and last week with that little nut shit, it just went crazy. I think it got like 3 million.
3.4 million on just TikTok.
Yes, and people. Then I put them in the shorts inside of the. We're gonna put them in the shorts inside of YouTube, and people love them. And I tell people all the time, I don't charge for them. What I do ask is that because there's so many people, just buy something off the table. Whatever. I don't want to charge you, but I can't take 2,000 pictures. So that kind of limits
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like this week, just past, I had Houston, 2,500 people came through there.
Wow.
So every show was sold out. Shout out to Houston and Miami this weekend. So please come out Miami and let's get all fucking laugh on. But I think I'm the first one that started meeting greets like this, and the fans love it.
An auntie looking woman walks up. You're like, "You going to church tomorrow?" Anybody else would get their ass kicked. I'm gonna pray on it.
You told that lady, "You want me to take your walker?"
I thought it was actually very empathetic and sweet.
So you can stand up. It's crazy.
What'd you say, Nike?
You say you had the picture taken, chest high and cropped out the walker. You're like, fuck all that. I want you to get the outfit.
And she was very fragile too, so that's why I made sure I held her up. And because I was like, you don't want this walk in your picture. I didn't ask her what she was going through, but I think at that moment when I removed that walker and held her up, it put a smile on her face. Yeah. And she ain't got a picture with a walk in it. She's just standing up, and I made sure she got her walker back with them little tennis ball on the end, and she scrolled her ass on up out of there.
A dude in the next one want you yelling at Jasmine and then Jasmine yelling back at you. I saw that in Atlanta. That was pretty fun. I was like, Jasmine, nice.
The meet and greet is so organic. Yeah. And I think people like now, if you watching the comment, oh, I can't wait to get in the meet and greet. I said, okay, y'all, this is not a show.
I know. Okay? That's the bad part of these people think they're going to be a star.
I got to get my viral moment.
Yeah, but everybody don't make it. Houston was so many people that we made part 1, part 2, and part 3. And I think we dropped part 2 today, and we got another part. But Houston was so funny, and it's just to say, I'm a real person. I appreciate y'all for coming out, and we're gonna have a good time.
I think it shows how much you actually you care for people, and you care for the people that come out and see you, and when you're talking to them, yeah, it's funny, but you're also knowing she doesn't want her walker, and then kind of moving it out of the way in a funny way where it's not shaming. I thought it was very empathetic and kind.
Yeah, girl, give me that goddamn walker. I hold you up. I know you can't stand up for long, but you got 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this was 30 years ago and they had them disposable this meet and greet would be very short. I love how everything is so quick now. You can just snap the picture, keep it moving.
We gotta find the clip of you on that podcast. Oh,
it's Rory and Mal.
Okay,
it's on my Instagram. You heard of them before?
They're music. It's a music. They're known for they used to be in the Joe Budden Network. Do you know who Joe Budden is, Chris?
Yeah.
I had never heard of them, but I'm not a big podcast person either. Because I'm always somewhere busy doing something. But I hadn't heard of them. I heard of Joe Budden, but when I went on it, my husband knew who it was, and my PR person Pam was like, "You got to go on Roy Mail." I said, "Pam, I tell you one thing, you just put me in places that I don't even feel." So I get all of these guys, and they don't really know what the fuck I'm gonna say. I just pay attention. And When that camera went on, I started talking.
Yeah, we're not gonna hear the beginning of it, but you asked the guy if he's circumcised. Here we go. Circumcised. Here we go.
Inside.
Yes, I'm circumcised.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm circumcised.
okay. You circumcised? Oh,
He's Irish. I think that's part
Irish Catholic, yeah, it's okay.
oh yeah, they
It's a
bite
thing.
y'all skin off
Yeah.
at the church. You been touched?
Yeah.
I knew because you were blinking your eyes.
I knew your eyes.
I knew because he was blinking. You know that's help. Y'all don't know. That's a sign that he needs some help. Who touched you?
You want to tell his government name?
Well, no, who
Or
was
her
it?
government name?
It was a her.
It was a man and a woman. It was a wild day.
Did it go on for a while?
No, it was one and done. I wasn't that good.
No. Well, you had to suck a dick.
No, I didn't do that. Thank God.
Okay.
Thank God I held out. But he may have batted my shit around.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it. I'm trying to see why he be blinking. He got child molestation eyes.
Finally, something.
Did the lady make you suck a titty?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought it was cool, but I felt uncomfortable.
Oh my God, man.
You didn't eat it, did you?
No, I didn't.
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm
hilarious.
sorry. You might have to bleep that. I'm so sorry. My mama boyfriend molested me. I can't ride in El Camino. Thank God they don't make them no more.
Yeah.
You ever been molested in a one-seater?
You know, when I first heard that clip, I was like, to go from writing your book where that was the first time you really talked about that to that, that's a lot of growth. I think that's growth. You didn't eat her, did you?
You got child molestation eyes.
What was so crazy that they fan didn't really. Some of them knew who I was. They were like, "Who the fuck is this from?"
I mean, that was the first Joe Rogan time, right? I mean, like, who is this? Mark Maron too.
yeah.
rest
I
in
bet you when he woke up that day, he had no idea he was going to be talking about the time he got molested. I bet you that was so far from his mind.
And good for him for like yes-anding it. He went with it. He didn't hold anything back.
Well, his friends say he had talked about being molested a lot of times on the
Okay.
show, but after I got into it, because I was like, "You blinking?" And "You all right? You got a tick." That's what it was. It's a molestation tick. So,
Yeah.
What are
some
the
people
molestation ticks? Can we go down the list?
some people blink, pick their nose, eat their boogers. They dig in their ears, they pull their hair, they bite themselves. Different things.
I'll never look at ticks again.
You see the nigga biting his.
I just thought it was like a nervous disorder,
Fighter?
station disorder.
Yeah, so I was like, I just picked up on it, and he was like, "Yeah, I have been." I was like, "Damn."
The biology we learn in this.
Ever been molested in a one-seater?
Now, when I heard that, because I don't remember saying that, I
think that number's pretty small. Most
El Camino is
two
a
or three-seaters.
no. El Camino is one-seater.
Yeah, I know.
Just a bench seat. So when that clip came out, because I don't remember saying that, and I hollered. I said, "What the fuck did I just say?"
Oh, I'm crying right now.
I remember I opened up TikTok, and that was, or not TikTok, Twitter. That was that was my first For You clip. It was the day it came out, and I watched it, and I go, "Oh my God, I know this episode's gonna be fire."
I don't normally annoy Miss Pat by sending her things, but I sent her own clip. I was like, "You got this is crazy."
That was.
Have you been doing a bunch of podcasts because of Miss Pat Settles It season 3 debuting last week on Wednesday nights on BET?
Yes, I have. I did the morning news here today. It was crazy because I grew up watching one of the reporters, and I was like, And I told her, I said, "Oh, I'm so happy to meet you because I grew up watching you and Paul Osmond. Paul Osmond was a white dude who did the weather. And boy, he was so sexy." And she told me how black women would just call in and say, "I know a black woman is dressing him every day." And everybody had a crush on Paul Osmond. And she just went down the road, just telling me old stories about him. I said, "Child, Paul Osmond took my mama into the young and the restless every day." That man could lie about the weather. We didn't give a fuck. He was fine. That white man was fine. He was every Negro dream.
Okay, is this him here? This guy?
That is Paul Osmond.
Okay.
He was sexy back in the day. And he was like a black pastor that cared about black people.
Yeah, that smile says, "I'm going to take your money."
I was going to say, this nigga look like a scammer supreme.
There
Jesus
is a
Christ.
gold ring and a gold watch
I don't
on
make any
that.
money. I just love to sell guns.
And so I did the morning news today, and it was really good. So I'm just
Well, he was let go for certain harassment claims, but
I didn't ask you to do all that.
I think he's still alive. Yeah.
He's still
Yeah,
alive.
all among
I'm 50, so Paul got to be in his 70s.
Yeah, he's not posting on Facebook. Look, this is a very handsome man, though.
He is very handsome.
Yeah, look at. There you go,
Nah,
pal.
I don't trust that nigga for shit.
Paul, huge.
He is.
Yeah. So I grew up watching him, but I grew up with Javita. I can't remember her name, but I was like, "Oh my God, I remember watching you back in the day." And when to do the local news here was fun today. But that's why I'm doing a lot of podcasts. I'm coming out. I just did Jeff. I can't even think of his last name. He used to have a show on HGTV.
It's not one of the twins, is it?
No, I wish. He used to do high end homes. So I did that one, and then I did Roy and somebody, and then I did a couple other ones too that's not even out yet.
Okay. Do you enjoy doing that, or is it just like work at this point?
It's work. You know what I cannot stand when I go on a podcast and they want to talk about my past because I done gave all of that away. So can you let's have a conversation? So what I'm beginning to like about them again that people is just they realize if we just talk, we'll have a funny podcast.
Right.
Nobody to hear about, "Oh, you had it," but I've already told that fucking story and I'm tired of telling the same story. Can we just talk? So I enjoy a podcast, what you saw with Roy and Mayer, and when they just let me talk. I don't need all of that background. The audience already know me. If they don't know me, if I'm funny enough, they can go Google me and learn on their own.
Yeah. So is it like people are trying to set up a sensitive moment, delving in your past, like an Oprah segment?
You know what it
type
is?
deal?
It's remaking Superman.
Yeah.
It's
We
like,
know the
just watch
story.
let's just watch Superman do something cool. We already
Right.
know he's an alien from fucking Krypton. We gotta see that shit again.
I started watching the first Superman the other day, and there's no fights in it. I want to see fights. Just fight. I want to see Pat
Who
talk
the
about
fuck Superman
molestation.
gonna fight on Earth, nigga? Ain't nobody.
Yeah. So I'm like, but those are the type of podcasts I hate doing. And I'm not, if you have to already drag me to a podcast because I do this one every week, and then I get asked a lot to do podcasts. I just don't want to do them.
Yeah.
But I have to do them. You know, that mean that if one thing in my career that I don't like doing is podcasts, but I do well when you get me there. And that's the biggest fight I have with my PR person. She's like, "Just go. You're gonna do well." Oh, I did this thing. Have y'all seen that dude who do the interviews with the subways on the train?
Yeah.
On the sub-
No.
I just did his.
Oh, fun.
No, it wasn't fun.
Why was it not fun?
Because she had to ride that shitty subway.
It was so fucking disgusting.
He literally does subway interviews on the New York subtunnel. So you're sitting on the shitty subway and he's just asking you questions.
I've only ridden the subway once, and I thought, this is a fun atmosphere, but if I rode it every day, no thanks.
And so you have to come up with your own thing, and then he'll kind of combat it. And so I'm arguing with Pam. You know, she wants me to do EBT. I said, well, I'm black, so they already gonna expect me to do EBT. And who the fuck is gonna disagree with somebody saying everybody should be able to get their EBTs? And I said, I don't want to do that. And then, you know, you got to argue with people who think they know this shit better than you. I said, you go up there and talk about EBT. To the point my PR person thought with EBT you can buy certain foods. I said, bitch, you can buy anything that money buys, okay, except alcohol and cigarettes. Fuck are you talking about? So after that, I just told her, I said, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And it was hilarious. By the time I got through that interview, people on the train was cheering for me.
Nice.
What did you talk about?
Gotta wait till the interview come out.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Mr.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away, but it was really funny.
Okay.
It was really funny. If he edited it right, it was really funny.
Do you know when he's gonna release your episode?
I don't know. He was I had a couple of other people that was with us. It's not bad either. It was really a good idea that he came up with because so much happened on the train that no matter what you're doing, people ignore you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and what was funny is that when I sat down, this girl's like, holy shit, Miss Pat, I just watched your meet and greet interview. I was like, oh. And I'm on shitty ass dirty train. And it was so many steps, but that was okay going down.
When I come take you back up to the surface.
It was like six section of stairs. My chest was burning so bad that my neck, where my apple at, it started burning. and he was like, you gonna be okay? I said, no, the fuck I'm not. I literally just climbed 200 stairs that I have not did in years, if ever.
Oh,
and he was breathing in all that rat piss down in the
and human piss. Don't forget that.
It was so dirty. It was so fucking dirty. And I was looking like people walking through that with their Chanel shoes on. I said, if I had to go to work like this every day, I'd call in sick. I'd rather get hit by a yellow taxi than to get on that train service. It was fucking disgusting. America needs to do better. It was, I mean, and I'm not even bougie, but I was like, I can't touch
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
I can't.
Only bougie niggas say they ain't bougie.
You've got Swedish hair on.
Swedish. This is Arabian. This is Indian hair.
Okay. From Sweden?
I hope not. This shit probably was made in a nigga flow.
Before we go, I have to ask you about Mark Maron, though, because it's like it feels kind of full circle because he just closed down his podcast. And I don't think you've ever told the story about Mark Maron's effect on your career and what happened. So, like, going back, how nervous were you to go on Eddie Iff's podcast, Mark Maron's podcast, 10 years ago, 15 years ago at this point?
It's been a little longer than that. Really, I went on Eddie If was the very first podcast I ever went on, and I literally thought those white boys had lost their fucking mind. It was like an all-nighter, a late night podcast, and they were just acting a fool, and I was like, what kind of bullshit is this? But I just did Miss Pat, and then next thing I know, I ended up on everybody else, and then I ended up on Mark Maron, and Mark Maron had me on twice. If I'm not mistaken. I think I did it twice. And he usually don't repeat. And, he was a big impact in my career because once I did Mark Maron, and Mark Maron was going to let my podcast go, but the lady who was writing my book in the company, they asked him to hold a podcast until that Monday when everything comes out in the trade. And he held my podcast. And when he released it, that's when I started getting calls, to offer me a show.
Yeah, because at that point, he was the number one podcast. Everybody listened to him. Obama was going on the podcast.
Yes. So, to see him close on his podcast after all of these years is wow, and I thank you, Mark Maron. I still text him. Actually, I'm going to text him today. And, but he always been a nice guy. If I ever called him, he pick up or I text him. I understand in the era to something, nothing lasts forever. But Mark Maron can act his ass off, so he really don't need a podcast.
I had heard at Bob and Tom that Queen Latifah listened to that and had some role in your deal at Hulu or something. Is any of that true?
Well, when I first took the show out after the Mark Maron podcast, we went to a place called New Regency. New Regency was trying to get they did the show Malcolm in the Middle. So they was trying to get their TV department going again. And so they was buying sitcoms and stuff like that. So the first person we kind of partnered with was Queen Latifah Company, which is I think he's a friend or something. And so we was all trying to make a deal so she can come in and be a producer on the Miss Pat show. But things fell apart. Somehow the writers that, he was supposed to get or whatever didn't come through, right? And so I had a 9-month deal over there, and I didn't get paid for that first deal, which when I found out I didn't get paid, what the fuck are they holding me for? So on the day my deal ended with them, because her partner had kind of like faded away and we just couldn't find no writers. And so the day the deal ended, John Rattler called back and said, "Hey, I know her deal is up today." And I swore my hand to God, and he said, "I'm here to tell you Lee Daniels is looking for a black woman and a sitcom to put on TV. And can she come back over here?" And at the time, I did not like John Rattler. I love him now. But I was like, this dude would not fucking go away. Why he won't go away? And so we went back over to Imagine and had a meeting. And Lee wanted to meet me. And then I went out to Chicago. He was shooting Empire. And, went through a couple writers and we met Jordan. And the Miss Pat show was born. It took me about 4 years to even get that show off.
Yeah. And we had Rattler on the podcast in the past, and he talked more about In Depth. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. When does season 5 come out? I've seen. Can I say that I've seen the first episode?
Yes, let's talk about it.
It was
so funny.
It
was so fucking funny.
The cast was so tight, you could feel it in the way that it acted out. It's just night and day.
When
from
I
the first
tell
season.
y'all that shit was laugh out loud, make your stomach hurt. Funny. That shit was funny. I cannot wait. I can't wait for that first episode. I'm telling you, that shit is going to blow deep. If you thought her interviews and meet and greets was funny, wait till y'all niggas see this first episode.
It's great.
Man, it's so funny. I peed a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. That shit was hilarious. Junebug stole the motherfucking show.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't y'all. I'm telling you, man. Y'all know I don't glaze shit. That shit was fucking hilarious.
I'm trying to figure out why was Dion laughing so hard, because he was not up there to see the show, and then I realized he was watching it on the.
I was watching it on the computer. Oh my god, nigga!
It was really funny.
It's so. You can see, like, I think it's because I was there at the beginning. Like, I can see the growth and the comfort, and like, you guys are truly a family now. Like,
and the acting skills of the kids are so much more evolved too.
Like, you can see the progression, and man, this first episode is like a culmination of all the funny things you've seen on the previous seasons, and then it's just non-stop funny.
The way I would put it is like, Tammy in the first season was like the comedic relief. Everybody was funny, but like everybody was Tammy in this episode.
Man,
like everybody brought that same.
It's over energy. The top, hilarious.
Stupid. The premise of it is so
fucking funny, man. Even the serious moments are kind of funny. It's just like, nah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in tears.
Yeah. that wig.
Wait,
on. It was so-
no, it's the recording for me, nigga. That shit had me hollering. It's so fucking funny. That's that part. I wish we could show that part.
I do too, but it was so funny. It is so funny, and I cannot wait till they
Hell
release
yeah, man.
season 5 of the Miss Pat show. And the court show is hilarious too. But Junebug did steal that first episode. He stole a few
You
episodes.
can't pull out them apples.
You can watch all of Miss Pat Settles It season 1 and 2 on BET Plus now, can't you? Along with all of the Miss Pat show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you been getting residual checks?
Yes.
Don't say that, Chris.
Yes.
Say a little bit.
Garyana get a shit ton of them. So I was like, why is Gary? I mean, she was getting 10 and 15 and 20 of them at a time.
Yeah. Yeah. You know how rappers talk about getting stacks of checks? I feel that way now.
He said you making it.
I was sitting to work today going, I hope I go home and there's another stack of checks.
This nigga tipping his mail, man.
Oh yeah, we paid off a lot of debt and to have a house down payment, and I can't, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough. You have changed the fortune of my whole family with that TV show, and I love you forever for it.
I was gonna ask you because I opened the mailbox the other day, and Garyana had like 10 checks. Then I came back home and opened the mailbox again. She had another 10 checks. So I said, I'm gonna put them in bank. She said, well, I got 20 checks up here. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. Every week I come home and there's a bunch of checks in the mail. It's awesome. So if I need to eat you out to get on season 4, I'm ready. Reagan at one point goes, you really need to get back into TV. I go, honey, I don't think that's possible. Let's just enjoy the windfall while we have it.
You're going to eat you out to get back on TV.
Cortland and I'll do the Eiffel Tower. Ready.
I was wondering, I meant to ask you that. Was you get because Garyana is getting if she was only on season 1, you was on season 1 and 2.
Yeah. It's been
and
great.
I think those checks are just from season 1. And I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, those are just from season 1?
Yes, you gotta read it. It's just from season 1. It's not even from season 2.
He just busted a nut in his pants.
You guys gotta leave. I gotta take care of something.
And that ain't even from streaming. That's from the TV. You still got to get a check from it being on streaming.
Oh my God. Yeah, Pat, that's why. Yeah, no, I'll get my own hotel room. It's fine. You already I'll pay for it.
Said I got it.
Oh man.
I meant to ask you that, but I'm glad you getting them. I'm glad because you was on season 1 and 2, so you should get quite
honestly, yeah. Like we've been saving up to get a house next year, and it's made it like possible. Here? Yeah, we're gonna stay here. Yeah, it'll be near where we live. We just rent right now, but I'm gonna get my 50-year mortgage, and we're gonna be good.
Oh my God.
It's a man on
50 years.
It's a man on on TikTok that showed you how a 50-year mortgage is only for the bank and not the person.
It's insane.
Why would somebody even want a 50-year mortgage? They said, I think they said if you bought a $480,000 house and you paid it off in 30 years, you would be done paid $970,000 for that house.
Wow.
If you did in 50 years, you'd be done paid $1.5 million.
Yeah, it's like $200 less a month, but then you pay like double the interest payments over time. It's just
it is for the banks. It's not. Of course, they'll give you a 50-year mortgage, but who the fuck is gonna refinance a house with a 50-year mortgage?
Yeah.
Nigga, who most people when they going to buy a house, they 30. You know what I mean? What 50-year mortgages for 18-year-old nigga coming
Right.
fresh out of high school.
I don't know very many people that pay off mortgages. Like Pat may pay off mortgages, but you'd be the one. And my friend Jeremiah, who's lived in his house, paid off his. But like everybody else I know just switches mortgages. It just seems to be like we're not paying off mortgages like our grandparents did.
I mean, you would literally need to buy that house when you 10. So you by the time you 40 or 50, you living comfortable. But who a 10-year-old can't pay a mortgage?
Well, they about to. Now that they got rounded up all them illegals. Them kids is going to the fields to get them strawberries now.
Shit, ain't nobody. We about to be out of vegetables and fruits over in this motherfucker. You best believe it. The Democrats. That's another episode. The Democrats had to be. I don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna pray for them. I'm gonna pray for everybody.
He said, "Fuck pray."
Democrats, Republicans are the same fucking coin, bro.
I knew, and this is where my pat down training came in handy because I'm watching it and I'm going. When they said that they were going to close down the flights, that's when I went, "This is over." Because they don't care about the poor people, but when the middle class people now all of a sudden are missing flights, this is over. Now this is serious.
You can't be a twice impeached guy who wants to fuck his own daughter. You can't beat that guy. That's what are we talking about, man? You can't beat that dude. You can't beat that dude. The guy who wants to fuck his own daughter and got impeached twice. That's all you have to say.
I was talking to my Democrat friend and I said, Bill Clinton was like the most successful Democratic politician, and then he just is erased from the earth because of Monica Lewinsky and selling a pardon for one guy. It's like that's all this guy does.
Jesus Christ, man.
They said in that bill, if you since the J6, they sent out this thing where they could get the people text messages off their phone. So after this, if you ask somebody for their text messages, any congressman, you got to pay them $500,000.
What?
Yeah, I saw that today.
Say that one more time so Chris can hear you say it. Chris, did you hear this?
So they have this thing where I just seen this on a Midas Touch. So they snuck a bill in there saying if Congress asks to see senators' text messages or emails like they did with J6, that's why they knew so many people was involved. That congressman can sue the United States of America for $500,000.
Well, I mean, Prism reads every one of our text messages. Can I sue them for $500,000? Like,
you could probably sue anybody for anything at this point, but to me, it's just...
and then Trump just asked for $250 million for them impeaching him.
Listen, man, I'm so over Democrats, bro. I can't. Y'all can't beat this nigga for real. For real.
No, the thing is like it's like he want to take the United States. He want to take all of our money and put it all in his pockets. Yeah, and then he come up today. He said, "I'm gonna give you niggas $2,000, but I'm gonna make you pay it back, and then I'm gonna cut off your SNAP, and then I'm gonna tell ICE to beat the shit.
I'm gonna make you an indentured servant to a bank while I get rich off of cryptocurrency." Okay,
and then I'm gonna pull the rug out if you try to do the same thing.
Right, I'll crash the economy if you don't let me stay in power.
It's like,
and so let me ask you this before we go: the government still ain't open.
Well, I think the Senate passed it, but now the House has to pass it.
But now the House might not pass it because after the little scrummy fucker, the
Mike
Speaker
Johnson.
of the House, after Mike Johnson said I might have a conversation with the Democrats. Once he got the Senate to pass, he was like, "Fuck y'all, we ain't gonna have no conversation." So now they might not have the votes. Am I right?
The whole deal is basically just until January too. Basically, they didn't want all of the travel delays and all the flights through the holidays. So this just gets you through January, and then it's all going to happen again. And then, and it was to get people paid, get SNAP beneficiaries, air traffic controllers, etc.
Well, he said don't pay the SNAP. He told every state not to pay the SNAP. I think Minnesota said, "Fuck you, I'm paying the snaps."
I saw something where Ketanji Jackson Brown, and I'm not saying her name right. Ketanji Jackson Brown. She sent something back to the lower courts that had to do with the SNAP benefits.
That was good. That was good because people were so mad at her, but she's a Democrat. She was appointed by Obama, if I'm not mistaken. And had
She's
his
Biden.
people did it, he appointed Biden. And had his people did it, who he appointed, he would attack them. So that he was right. They was right for giving it to her because he was gonna attack her regardless.
Yeah.
But the people was so pissed off at her, but you giving it back to the lower court who already said no. He the one made it go to the Supreme Court.
It said something in one of the briefs that I read from Midas Touch. It was like a 2-minute TikTok thing where they had already spent all the $5 billion reserve SNAP money that was set aside in the.
I wonder how they would have done that. Well, there's so one.
Apparently,
no, he tried to say it wasn't there, but it's there.
Yeah,
he said
Daly said that he also in the shutdown fired an oversight that watches how he spends money. The president spends money. He disbanded that. That's part of the deal that just got signed, and they've had 50 alerts this year alone on Trump. The Daily, it was today's podcast, the November 11th podcast, or the 10th.
It's every day with this clown, man. Every day.
You think we're gonna have any money left?
Yeah, I mean, what will happen? I'm not going to say worst or best case scenario. It's just what I think is going to happen is you're going to end up with like Japan in the 90s with stagflation, where you basically inflate your currency because you're overspending, and then you're also driving down the ability for consumers to spend. And so then you don't have any economic growth whatsoever, and your tax revenue stays flat, and then you just keep printing money. Things are so expensive because we're printing so much money. And so every $2,000 check he sends us makes everything more expensive. And so then you end up with 30 years of stagflation.
Can you tell me why he think the grocery and the gas is down? I really think that man is stuck.
Because he is suspended in his golden treehouse and he thinks it's 1981.
He don't know what's going on. He only know what they tell him.
And I just don't understand how any president can go tear up our house. That's not his house. He has made that motherfucker look like a tacky ass black grandma house.
There are a lot of pictures on that wall. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just talking about the gold.
Just
the gold emerald.
There's Luther. I'm the king.
That's great. That's really.
That shit is
It is indicative of everything that Trump is. He thinks he owns the House. He thinks he owns the people that live in the country. He thinks he owns the people that work for the government. He thinks he owns everything, and he's the king.
Like don't nobody tell him no.
One thing Banner said right the other day. He said, if we don't stop them, we all going to jail. And I say, Banner, one thing you told is the
Steve
truth.
Bannon.
Yeah.
Steve Bannon. I said, one thing you told is everybody's going to jail. When this shit falls, I was just telling somebody at a meeting today, I said, this shit reminds me of Enron.
Yeah, that's what it has always been about, was he needed to become president to pay himself back for all of his...
Nigga, now that you said it, this shit is Enron.
It is run. Enron.
And you remember at the end of Enron, all of that shit that they did to defy the government, to think that they was bigger than the world, all you had was white people closing themselves in garages and turning on their ignition. You had white people flying off buildings with no wings on their back. This is going to be an epidemic of white people killing themselves. Because all those Congress cannot go to jail. They can't take the dick that they're going to get in there.
Why do you think Marjorie Taylor Greene's singing a different tune?
Enron got 4 letters and so does MAGA.
Yep.
Ooh-wee. It sure do.
I love how she's got to save herself.
Yeah.
But you know, bitch, this is all your fault. Tucker Carlson too. All these motherfuckers are trying to come back. Hey, this is not what. Yes, it is.
Tea Party Mike Lee showed up the other day and was getting killed by a bunch of people. Like, no, you don't get to come back.
No, fuck y'all, man. This is all y'all fault. We've been telling y'all for 25 years.
Let me ask you something. what is going on with Tucker Carlson? Because I heard them talking about him.
Nigga, so Candace Owens has been investigating the Charlie Kirk murder, which I have been paying a lot of attention to because I find it hilarious that these young Christian people swear that Charlie was the greatest nigga since sliced bread, but he was really just an asshole. Why she cares so much about this motherfucker, I don't know. But she's not taking no for an answer when it comes to this trans shooter bullshit story that they made up where nigga took apart his right. She's been doing investigation on investigation, debunking all that shit. And so what's his name? Ben Shapiro is like, yo, you need to chill, you know, just let us take over Charlie's network. And she's like, nah, Charlie was trying to get away from y'all, and that's why y'all killed him. That's her premise. And so she's trying to prove that there was some evil doing going on in Turning Point.
Here's my theory on Tucker Carlson. Okay, maybe he believes everything he says, and he's had a total 180 from being a libertarian. And I know a bunch of those guys, but there was a libertarian podcaster that got really popular about 5-6 years ago. And he would just say increasingly crazier and crazier, more extreme things. And then he'd attract a bunch of people, and he'd have those people on his podcast to say a bunch of things. And he would join, he'd get admittance to any group he wanted to get into. He'd take screenshots of everything. And basically it turned out that when it was found out that he was working for the government and that he was having these people on his podcast to basically like go on record as saying this and make visible for the government all the craziest people within the libertarian movement, like then everybody just dumped him, and then he of course became like a religious podcaster. And so I wonder, like, I don't know about Tucker specifically, but I just always watch these people who like do a total 180 and then like JD Vance and then start saying increasingly stranger things.
It's because of the reaction to the Epstein files is what really triggered everything, is the fact that he was like, there's nothing to see here. And everybody was like, but y'all have been telling us for years that there's
something to see here.
Yeah, that it was going to be a thing. And all of a sudden now we're just supposed to believe you? Like, no.
Who's the Wolf guy, the journalist that did Fire and Fury, Michael Wolf, basically?
Yeah. He interviewed a bunch of presidents.
There's a bunch of Republican congressmen who have come out and said that what that guy is saying is true, but it's even worse. And there's tape of Trump and all these guys, like, and so they want to put it out, but then that's why Mike Johnson keeps the government shut down.
So yeah, because if old girl gets sworn in, they're gonna have to release the file. So you mean to tell me our government is not gonna be open back up because of a porn
of the president with teenage girls?
No, it's not just him.
It's bankers.
It's all the top people who are in charge
Bill
during
Gates.
that time period. So whoever you think is at the top, they knew about it. One way
So
or
let
the
me say,
other. So there ain't no getting out of it.
We done had those Epstein files go through 3 presidents: Obama, Biden, him, and then him again 4. You mean to tell me ain't nobody backed up them files?
I mean, I'm sure
There's a reason why they haven't been released to the public.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying somebody. I know Obama got them files.
It's the police investigating themselves. We'll look into it.
Right.
Yeah. We'll
Congress
do
is
an internal investigation and find ourselves that we didn't do any wrongdoing.
Let me ask you this. So you mean to tell me we're going to keep the government closed down so that lady don't get sworn in?
Do you think Donald Trump gives any, if it means saving Donald Trump, do you think Donald Trump will reopen the government? He'll just let whatever carnage take place to protect himself.
But how the government can't stay closed down for 3 years?
He does. What? He's still making law. He's signing executive order every day.
When the Supreme Court, so you got to be skeptical. Oh, the Supreme Court seems skeptical of tariff arguments. Like that's their job. But if they don't side with Trump and they strike down the tariffs and they say it's unconstitutional for the president, tax hike Trump, to pass the largest tax increase in American history singularly, not only does the government have to pay all that money back, but it means it's like a complete humiliation for Donald Trump, which is why he keeps talking about it. He's going to ignore the order. He's already ignoring courts on a bunch of different things. And then this goes back to exactly what we talked about before the election. The Supreme Court doesn't have guns. Judges don't have guns. Congress doesn't have guns. So if the president, who It's why he's getting rid of all of these guys in the military over quote unquote DEI, and why he's got Hegseth in there firing left and right and getting retirements in the military. They're the only people in the government who can stop the president if he wants to stay. And so they've got to get rid of the people that would protect the Constitution above Donald Trump, because there's going to come a point sooner than later where Donald Trump is
says no to something he's not supposed to say no to.
Defying the Constitution, so defying the will of the people that the military has to step in. Like, that's where this is headed. That's where it was always headed. And if you voted for Trump and you didn't think that's where it was going, you didn't pay attention. Like, you weren't paying attention. I don't feel sorry for you. He said it that this is where it was going.
He told you the first back in 2016, I could pop somebody. It ain't gonna make a motherfucking difference. When he said that shit, I knew right then and there. It don't matter what the. When he said he would fuck his own daughter, and Christians were like, "That's my man." I was like, it don't matter what this nigga does.
Like it don't matter. The New York Times, like a year ago, they put out the cover a year after, and like, he's going to defy the courts. He's going to do mass immigration. He's going to do this, and everybody that if you shared it back then, I don't know.
And the only reason people are kowtowing to him is because they're either on that list or they know where the money's at.
We're now reaching critical mass where in these takeovers, you get too scared to speak out because you've got too much to risk. You don't want. Like, why? Like, if you're one of these, what was the thing recently? I posted about it. It's like, you're not going to, like, come out and say, okay, jobs reports. All of these companies like Amazon are coming out and saying, we're firing all these people because of AI. Well, they're the ones paying for the ballroom. They're the ones who paid for the inaugural balls. They're the ones sucking up to Trump at every turn because they have so many government contracts.
Fucking hats and T-shirts, and
so it's way easier for you to say, yeah, we're laying off all these people because of AI, instead of saying the economy sucks and tariffs are about to bite us in the ass, because you don't want to make one guy upset because he can make your life hell, investigate you, cancel your contracts. What you did.
That's what I'm saying. The only people getting steamrolled by this motherfucker are niggas who know they got something to hide. Because why else would you be like, man? That's why when Elon said he's in them files and then came back with a black eye, you don't be at the White House no more.
Like, if your businesses and your universities and your media and your individuals are afraid of one person who holds all the power, it's just fundamentally un-American.
They all know what's going on.
So we all about to be a Handmaid's Tales enslaved.
Pretty much. It'll be another civil war. It'll be another civil war, but it won't be like the last one where niggas line up and shoot each other from 30 yards away. It won't be like that. It'll be niggas getting kidnapped off the street because mass vigilantes say they're ICE. They're already trying to deport American people. Like, so it's happening now.
Go read a book on Rodrigo Duterte in the Philippines. And there's this one woman who's, I think the book is How to Stop a Dictator. She's in prison right now because she was head of the biggest newspaper in the Philippines. And she stood up to Duterte. Duterte came to power by saying, I'm going to murder drug dealers. Drugs are out of control in the country. I'm going to kill drug dealers. I'm not going to ask the courts. We're not going to use the police. I'm just going to shoot them. And he went out and shot drug dealers that were well known. Well, fast forward 2 years into the country in the Philippines. This is like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Then you had, I have a problem with Dion. I shoot Dion. Then the cops show up. I go, he's a drug dealer. And then Dion's family comes and shoots me, and they say, well, he was a drug dealer. Like, you end up back to why we had the rule of law developed in the first place, is that it's just extrajudicial. I can't say that word. Extrajudicial. Thanks. You know what I mean. Thank you. Killings, because people want to just kill you. Like, that's where the Philippines devolved. And social media played a huge part of it, because
we already do that here.
Philippines is an English-speaking country, so all the social media companies use them as a testing ground, which is why their society is so much crazier. But
there was a lady in Whitestown who was coming to clean somebody's house, and the nigga shot her for ringing his doorbell.
Yeah, did you hear about that, Pat? It was here in Indianapolis.
Did he get locked up?
No, of course not. They're looking into it. But she goes to a doorbell at 6:56 in the morning and rings the next door neighbor's doorbell, and he just shoots a shotgun through the door, kills a mom of 4. Her husband's holding her head as she's dying. And they're looking into whether or not they need to detain him if he didn't take
Yeah, they need to detain this nigga. You can't just be.
You killed a woman who was knocking on your door that didn't speak English.
Come on, man.
So
it just to me,
How she should have been at.
it was like
next door.
Next
neighbor.
door. She just had the wrong address.
That's all it was.
She wasn't threatening anybody. She wasn't doing anything. Her husband was in the car watching her knock on the door when she just fell backwards.
Because he blasted her. They just shoot first and figure it out later. That's what Donald Trump said. I kill somebody. I'm not going to lose any votes. They love me. This is what America wanted. I've been asking why the entire time. Because they don't see, America doesn't seem happy. Like, this is what you wanted and you're not happy about it. I'm so confused. Remember, he told you you're going to win. You're going to get tired of winning. Who's tired of winning?
Well, they didn't think it was going to affect them. You know, that poor white trash who got food stamps and Medicare. Oh, he wasn't talking about me. But yeah, he is talking about you. Now your shit is held up and you still want to say it's the Democrats.
Roofing company that's gone out of business. Oh, I didn't think he meant it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You can't get metal. You can't get shit to keep
I'll
your business.
hate black people so much that you are going to destroy your own country.
It's already. I was listening.
Niggas.
I was literally listening. There's a podcast called American History Hit, and they did a podcast about the causes of the Civil War. Listen to the slavery episode, and you hear the same echoes of the same psychology echoing through history.
You don't gotta tell me that.
I know.
I've been here the whole time.
I'm
saying,
not
when
talking.
You're not gonna get over yourselves.
I'm not talking to you. I'm telling you, just go listen. If you listen to this audience, go listen to that episode and tell me you don't hear the same things going on.
Yeah, bro. It's like, stop shooting yourself in order to spite me.
Because me ain't thinking about
I know how to survive with no money. I ain't never had none. I'm just gonna wait till you bleed out and go in your house.
You know how pissed off I am? The economy's crashing right as I'm getting residual checks for the first time. Fuck.
It's so crazy, man. I love doing this with y'all, though.
Yeah, it's it's the shit. Welcome to America. Yeah, but I say history have to repeat itself for us to stop being so comfortable, because I think after Obama, we wanted to believe that racism wasn't real. People was like it didn't exist, and for so many years, as time changed and you gave rights to people, you tried to make this country equal and make us all live here and get along. You silence racist people. They couldn't just openly call you niggers anymore. They couldn't. A man couldn't openly take advantage of a woman at work, and minorities and women and other people started to get positions that, quote unquote, the white man had held for so long that he kept other people out of it. And I just think, and it white man just started crying like bitches. And this is a white man problem. That's what we have. We have a white man problem.
They don't want to share because they think that we're gonna do what they did.
No,
that's all it is. I can't let you be in DEI because then you're gonna. I'll be the minority. That's like, yeah, but we're not out to get you, bro. We just want what's ours.
Yes, and well, they don't want to compete either. So the average white man do not want to compete, and I'm not talking about you, Chris, but I say this thing as a joking thing, but I was like, I understand why some white people hate black people. I understand it, because if I were white, I would hate black people too, because we so damn good at what we do. It ain't nothing that we can't do. I'm sorry, it ain't nothing that we can't do better. If you put us in that position, because we have to work 10 times harder at everything we get in this country and this world, because we already behind. That's why I hate the word the first black ice skater, the first black this. It ain't the first black. You motherfuckers never let us in.
Usually it's not. If you look back in history, it's not the first. It's just that people never kept remembering those firsts. They purposely kept forgetting those firsts.
Well, no, they didn't purpose. They didn't want to talk about it. Trump just removed the black soldiers out of the White House or the cemetery or something.
European cemeteries, yeah.
He's digging niggas up out the ground.
He's taking down memorials. Like he just removed Colin Powell, like and a bunch of other like Colin Powell.
Ain't he half?
Like, well, come on.
You can leave part of the statue up, nigga.
I'll let you two handle these jokes. Huh?
I'm just saying. That's how much they hate me. Get all of that.
Like
statue.
you know the infamous picture of the slave from the back with the like kind of hunched over, like that's been taken out of the Smithsonian. That's not to be taught in schools.
We don't want to see our history,
right?
Because then we have.
But you can't erase it. You can't erase it. We're gonna bring it all back. I mean, it's sculptures. I mean, you can't. It ain't like the only way you're gonna do that. You're gonna bomb America and tear up all the computers and shit like that. It's coming back. That's what I don't understand. All of that boogie down production shit you got in the White House, they're gonna take all of that bullshit down, and they should sue your family for tearing up our White House.
You made the point that I think is so astute. Like he's building something that isn't ever going to be really torn down by anybody. Nobody's going to go in there and tear down the ballroom. But it's something that for the rest of the country's history, that will have been built by him, right? It's like everything he does is like this little he knows he's not going to heaven, clearly, because he keeps saying it. So it's like he's got to do these little monuments to himself.
It's gonna be a slap in the face when they name that ballroom Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama
You see, he
ballroom.
said he wanted the FedEx field to be renamed after him.
Yeah. He also said he wanted the Washington Redskins Stadium to be out there.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. I was like, what is wrong with you?
He was in that stadium getting booed.
Ooh, they booed him so goddamn bad. And that was a boo they couldn't even hide. And he was studying trying to read. And he was like, boo. I was like, what the fuck? But he'll tell you that was AI. That was not AI.
One day, so I can cuss him out something.
I've seen him in person. I went and covered a Trump rally at the state fairgrounds in like 2016. And I was the last person to leave the state fairgrounds, and as they were tearing down the stage, I went up to the podium where he spoke at, and there was a bottle that was on the ground that was covered in gaffer's tape, a water bottle, and it has these long strands of golden hair. And so I'm pretty sure I have a water bottle with Trump's hair if anybody needs to cast any spells.
You still got it?
I do. It's in Matthew's room.
Damn.
I want to sage that room.
You know, I just pray, you know, history do repeat itself. And one thing that I say, when we was going through the segregation and all of that bullshit, you know, I'm not going back far back as slavery. I'm going back far back as segregation. It was only two types of people in this country that was fighting against each other, and that was white and black. Now, we got everybody.
60% of millennials are multicultural.
Yes.
60% of the biggest generation on earth in America is multicultural.
And that's why I truly believe that we're going to get our country back. That's why I truly believe.
And
because
I'm telling you, they'll blow it up before they give it to these little trans kids we got coming. They're not finna let y'all get y'all shit off. Y'all don't know old white people.
If you think I'm going to let Garyana be my boss.
Motherfuckers is crazy.
Yes, I truly believe
they still mad they let us get away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But let me just say this, something that I noticed. So many young people are starting to run for Congress.
Mm-hmm.
They never thought about running. They's like, I got to do something. If you look at the internet, it's so many young people, white people, girls and guys speaking out. They even telling you how they was raised, and they didn't even realize they were being raised racist. It's just so many young people saying, look, you old motherfuckers about to die, and we don't want to live in this shitty ass world you created. So how can I fix it? It's just a little white boy here in Atlanta who's running for border education. He's 21 years old. The nigga just got out of high school. And to me, that kind of gives me hope. I'm being honest. That kind of gives me hope. That say the younger generation say, okay, you old motherfuckers has been fighting about race from the beginning of time, and I've had enough of it. Then you do have the people like Nick Flutie, the racist white kids, but I think it's enough people who got an open mind versus them racist motherfuckers. See, because they all have to have their voices together.
He's he's an internet troll who wants attention.
And he's got it.
He's got it.
I hope y'all understand. Okay.
And I think everybody
fringe. Y'all keep saying they fringe. They ain't.
No,
fringe.
he's definitely not fringe.
They are the mainstream. Them groypers are. Okay.
Like when
I'm telling you, young people don't take anything seriously because they've been traumatized every day their entire lives. So nothing is serious. Everything's a fucking game. That 6'7" bullshit. The kids, they have banned. You can't even say it anymore because that's how unserious kids are. They don't. I'm telling you. I've been listening to these niggas talk. They don't get once they get in control. Okay.
It's very nihilistic.
They not playing. They're not. What America used to be ain't never coming back. I hope you know that. It ain't never coming back.
But I also believe that you have younger generations who's standing up to say, I've had enough. It's just like when everybody was laying down to Trump and Gavin Newsom say, look here, motherfucker, I'm not scared of you. And I do think some people just need a leader. Some people literally needs a leader. And I've noticed them popping up, and I've noticed the evil motherfucker popping up with their leaders too. And then I see some like Marjorie Taylor who's tucking their tails and say, hold on now, I was down for some of this shit, but some of this shit don't went
she's
too far.
she's breaking character. And this is like when you remember
she's climbing off a sinking ship. That's all she's doing.
But I'm saying it's like when JD Vance comes out and says, well, let these kids be kids and they can say racist things in chats if they want, like what he's really signaling is like, we can't break character. We all have to be all in on this, and everybody has to defend everything all the time that our side says without fail, or the whole thing collapses. So once you start to see a Marjorie Taylor Greene break character, the whole thing's about to collapse.
Tucker Carlson break. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, this is what y'all asked for. You got it, and now you sad? How? You remember all the liberal snowflake tears you were drinking and how much fun you were having dunking on the libtards? What? You're not dunking on libtards anymore? Because you can't afford to dunk on libtards anymore?
There's plenty of libtards going around.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand, like, why she's trying to come back over here all of a sudden talking about, this is not what yes, it is. Yes, it is. She was in the meeting.
AOC said that she wanted to run for Senate and Trump said no, so now she's got a vendetta. So she's like getting back at all of them somehow.
Bunch of goofies, man. Playing
and she knows some people going to jail and she don't want to.
It's exactly right.
And I would save my ass. I would be
all the crypto scams. Think of all the things that
those
they're doing.
Watches.
All the watches, the Rolexes
watches
without straps.
Get a Trump Bible.
It's blank pages.
No, the only ones that burn.
What, you don't have a Bill Clinton flag and a Bill Clinton Bible and a Bill Clinton mug?
I got Joe Biden toilet paper.
You got that right. But listen, who knows what we're gonna be at? I hope
let's all hope Dion's wrong.
I'm not, and that's why I'm so mad. Because I wish I was. I love humble pie, but these motherfuckers are crazy. Listen to their podcast. They tell you everything they gonna do, then they fucking do it. And people are like, I can't believe they did that. They said they were gonna fucking do it. The nigga built the ballroom. Did he tell you he was gonna do it?
He told us in the first term. Did you see that clip where he said in the first term, he's like, we really need a ballroom. I'm gonna build a ballroom.
I don't know anything about Project 2025. It's 60% complete. So okay, man, believe a motherfucker when they tell you the truth. That's all I'm saying. They tell you everything they want to do. They say it, and the people like, no, that's just locker room talk. The nigga would have fucked his daughter if I'm telling you.
Well, I'm gonna say this. As George Bush said, "Fool me once is on you. Fool me twice."
Are you guys getting a lot of George Bush clips in your feeds?
No, thank you.
No, but I love George Bush.
All the goofy George Bush clips.
R.I.P. to Dick Cheney.
Zoran Mamdani's reaction was my favorite reaction.
What did he say?
He literally, do you have any comment on Dick Cheney dying? And Zoran and his wife look over and they stare at the camera and then they turn right back to the person they were talking and go, so anyway. I'll send it to you if I find it.
Nobody said anything about it, and not even the president.
Obama said something kind of nice. Even though we disagreed, it's sad that when
Trump didn't say anything about Cheney?
No.
Nigga probably don't know.
I don't even think.
I'm telling you, he don't.
Did
They
you
hide
see what
everything
Tucker
from him.
Carlson said about Dick Cheney?
No.
So he was on Megyn Kelly's stage or something.
Chain on it.
And he goes, yeah, you know, I just don't like to talk bad about people when they're dead. And I just, you know, I went hunting with him and fly fishing. He's a great fly fisherman. So I'm just not going to say anything bad about him. But if I raised a daughter like Lynn Cheney, I would literally kill myself. And then he went on about what an awful, horrible person Lynn Cheney is. How he killed.
What's wrong with her?
She opposed Donald Trump.
Mm.
So, all right. Well, we gotta go. I gotta go see these children.
Yeah.
I gotta go check.
Well, we
check for check.
Okay, check for check. Ain't nothing wrong.
Packages are at the house.
I'm about to go to the open mic.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down, because you know this is where we do it at each and every week, and we don't do it for ourselves. We do it for you. That's why I'm asking you to please keep donating to the Patreon so Dion and Chris can get paid. I'm just here for free because y'all love me. And with that said, make sure you check me out in Miami this weekend at the Miami Improv. Go to MissPatComedy.com for all my dates. But Miami, you are up this week, and next week is Charlotte. December, the first week of December. Go to MissPatComedy.com.
Why'd you say that in your English voice? Charlotte. You said it in your British accent.
I don't have a British accent. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at MissPatComedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.